What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the channel. My name is Gonzo, and today for a community conversation, I am with the one and only Powder TCG. How you doing today, Powder?
Hello. What's going on? How are you? How do I sound? Do I
Ah,
sound good?
hey,
I
you
sound
sound
great?
sexy. You sound
Thank
so
you.
sexy. You
Thank you.
sound
Good.
amazing.
Good. That's the goal. That's the goal.
That
Always
is
is
the
the
goal.
goal.
The goal. The goal is about making money. I mean,
Yes.
making fans. Same thing. Same.
Yeah, yeah.
Tell us a little bit about yourself and your channel and what you do on the YouTubes.
Okay. I'm Powder TCG, the best booster machine. That is
It's true.
that's a wrestling reference if anybody gets that, but we'll talk about that in a little bit.
Oh
Um
yeah.
Uh, so I just open Pokemon cards, man. I'm just a dude. I'm just a kid from Connecticut who loves Pokemon cards, who loves Pokemon in general. But Pokemon cards is just like what I've really like attached myself into. So I open those, I give them away, I have fun with it. I like collecting them for my personal stuff. I like the moments that we get, the freak out moments, the bummer moments, all of those. I live for all of it. I live for all of that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's an awesome moment. I love growing as a community, giving stuff away myself. And speaking of the community, let's see who's in the chat right now. We got Captain Obama. How you doing? Harsh Level, Triple X, Luxury Ball Guy, Grumpy Charizard. Who else is in here? Nooks or Knox? I don't know how to say that. But we got the woo woos already. Ghastly Grabs. How you doing? Sudan segment. That's what's up. Welcome everybody. Oh, Hawaii 50. I see you. Hawaii 50 has probably some of the best luck on my channel. He won the 400 subscriber giveaway and just won the 500 subscriber giveaway.
Ooh. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have my
Uh,
regulars. I have my regular winners too. Some people just
yeah.
win. Some people are
They
just
just
winners.
win. They're just
Yeah.
winners. Not like myself. Hard is where you roam. How you doing, Sully Shriver? What's going on, everybody? Thank you all for stopping by and hanging out with us. Today, we're going to talk about wrestling. We're going to talk about statistics. Hey, thank you, Sully. Thank you so much for the subscribe. Hey, at least it's fully showing this time. Last time, it was only showing like the soul part. Glad that got fixed. Thanks, Streamlabs. We're going to talk about wrestling, statistics, card party a little bit, even though I'm sure a lot of us are tired talking about it at this point, but that is where we met. Um, so speaking of all that, what was the first set or video game you started with Pokemon?
Well, I mean, I always played since I was a kid. Originally, like my family wasn't well off. Like when I was younger, like my early memories of life, we weren't in a position where I had my own Game Boy. So I
Mhm.
would play at like neighbors' homes. Uh, the originals, like, red, blue, into gold, silver. But Gen 3, like I've been playing since Gen 1, but Gen 3 was the original, like one that I got in my hands. So when because my first Game Boy was the Game Boy Advance, like a new one. And then throughout the years I've gone back and purchased them with my own money and
Right,
things like that. Because I'm like, why not? I have the ability to, so I can. Or
right.
playing them uh you know illegally online through ROMs and stuff. So I've experienced every single piece of Pokemon from start to now, and I consistently play it to this day.
Right.
I don't know if people keep up with my like Instagram stories, but I'm playing Pokemon Black and White right now, and it's not like I haven't played them before. It's just I just got that itch. I just had that itch, and I had to play.
I
So
feel like a lot of people sleep on Black and White. I love Black and White.
it's amazing. I think
Yeah,
those games are genuinely some of the best stories in games. Black and White 2, in my opinion, are
one of the
way up
best.
there.
One of the
Way up
best.
there. Yeah.
We might be a little biased because it's the first American region that we know of.
Yeah, it was like it
Yeah,
was themed
yeah.
after America. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
New York
Uh,
City to be specific.
yeah,
Um,
Castalia is New York City.
yeah.
So it's the way it's made, the way the game, like the way you cross the bridge into
Mm,
that city, and it's so reminiscent of like the Brooklyn Bridge. You're gonna walk on the bridge, you're going into the city, things like that. It's pretty
yeah.
amazing. Yeah.
What was your starter when you first started playing?
Trico. On my personal, it was Trico. Like when I first had it in my hand.
Yeah.
But when I was like borrowing games off friends and stuff, I've originally I always chose Charizard, like that line, Charmander
Mhm.
line. But over the years, my opinion on that has changed. So I'm actually a Venusaur boy now. Like I
Ooh.
like over the years, I've changed. I totally think Venusaur is so cool. Yeah.
I'm a Blasty fan myself. I don't get me wrong, I'm biased. I love the original starters. That's what I started with. But I was the same. I started out picking Charmander. After growing up a little bit, well, Yellow was my first one, so technically I started with Pikachu and Raichu. That's why he's my mascot. But damn, he really switched it up. I don't know what you're talking about, Jay. No one likes you. Um,
Yeah, I mean, but
yeah,
it's just like when you, it's like
but things
as you
change.
get, yeah, I get older and I realize like certain aspects of the games, like how to play them, like my way of playing the games changed.
Yeah,
I love being the guy who uses poison and poison uses toxic to poison
I
the
love
opponent.
Toxic.
Things like that. Small things like that changed my opinion of how I played those games. You know,
Yeah,
throwing down the what's it called?
Stealth Rocks and
Leech
Sticky
seed.
Webs.
Yeah,
The
things like
oh,
that. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, leech seeding opponents and like the way I played the game changed and Venusaur, especially in like Venusaur in the originals and the remakes Fire Red or Let's Go Pikachu Eevee, like those
mm,
games, though it catered to my play style more. Plus, I think Venusaur just has the coolest Pokemon cards. Like I think Venusaur always has really good
I
Pokemon cards.
love those new cards. The Bulbasaur line, all of
Yeah,
them are
yeah, hundred
awesome in
percent.
151. But yeah, I agree because so Grumpy, one of the mods in the chat right now, we've been talking, but we're trying to get a video together so we can battle Team Raichu versus Team Charizard, and he doesn't realize how bad he's fucked because me and him have talked. He's a straight attacks only guy. So I'm going to set up some
Oh,
nasty plots. I'm going to set up some electro balls. Like
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I like, yes, he doesn't play as hardcore as I do, but even through regular storyline playthroughs where you can just use attack moves, I'm still setting up protects, some calm minds. I'm setting up because I
Yeah,
don't.
I that's exactly what I mean. The game totally like before, like as a kid, I'm just like use the strongest move.
Yeah,
It has like
exactly.
it has 5 power points, and my Pokemon is struggling by the end of it.
70% accurate.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. Like I'm trying to
yeah,
hit sheer colds or something, you know, for
yeah,
one hit
exactly.
KO. That's what
Yeah,
I was trying to do, but I realized quickly, like, wait, these moves are terrible. Like they're
yeah.
genuinely bad, you know?
That's why I
Like,
love Thunderbolt and Flamethrower now. I used
yeah,
to be all
exactly.
about Fire Blast because it looked cool, but now I'm like, man, screw that. Give me Flamethrower. And
Exactly. And
yeah,
if you set up correctly, if you use it at the right time, you're gonna get the kill. Like
you're
even
done. Yeah.
like if it's like stab moves are affecting it, if you have the right type of natures and things like that, you're gonna get a good like you
Mm,
don't need to do the 250 damage points. You could do it with 90
yeah.
damage points.
You can
You
do it.
don't need to
Yeah.
get it done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have a Busman Co. Busman Co. is a TCG player in the chat. He was a great interview. He's about to go to the NAIC tournament.
Ooh,
I
very
wish him
nice.
the best. I want him on stream for the first time. So, Bus, good luck to you. You got this. This is your first time on stream. I guarantee it. We have Lux. He's already in the chat. Jay's in the chat. Ren's Collectibles in the chat. Um, but speaking of the TCG side, uh, we talked about how you weren't well off, and I'm very much in that boat because my first game was Yellow. It was a Christmas gift from the well off side of the family. So what was your first like big set that you know? Like I got base set from time to time when I was a kid, but what was the one that you remember like you were always able to readily buy yourself or someone always gifted it to
So
you?
memory wise, I remember Neo sets specifically. Only because only because I have like because like when I look at my collection like my old binders and stuff like I have jungle and old like even base set 2 you know gym heroes gym challenges
Yeah,
I have those things in there but I don't have the memory of opening those neo sets. I do have like memories of opening, and for example like I remember like my brother and I got into like an argument over a for alligator, like a
yeah.
hollow for alligator we pulled. So like
Did you
that
win the
is like
fight?
I don't even remember. I think my mom just probably took them away. I think that's what happened. Like, yeah, like because that's just where it is. So
Hmm.
so when I think about things like that, I go, hold on. Like that Neo is like what I remember opening, but I have these cards from beforehand. So it's like, did I
Yeah.
trade with them over the years? I'm not exactly sure. So we'll find out. Well, let me zoom out a bit. There we go.
Yeah, I know the feeling 100% on that one. But what is your current favorite card that you pulled for your pull a pack a day uh, segment you're doing for TikTok,
So
YouTube
so
Shorts?
the pack a day, I think my
Yeah.
favorite card I've done on pack a day, because I have not had great luck on pack a day.
No, no, you haven't.
I haven't.
No one.
I genuinely haven't. But
Mm.
that changes. Pack a day has definitely changed my opinion on certain things of how Pokemon works. Is because the reason I'm able to get so many good pulls during like a stream is because I'm straight opening 36. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Right. So I could put a booster box in front of me and get a hit. Right. For pack a day, it feels like it's taking forever because I have to wait 36 days to get through that.
Right.
So I think probably my favorite hit would be that Raikou from Crown Zenith. I think that was definitely my
That
favorite hit.
was an
Yeah.
awesome hit. But that brings us to what we were talking about even at Card Party, statistics in these damn cards. Because we
Mhm.
were talking for the world record attempt, they were handing out cards from booster boxes, and we thought there was only 400 people in that auditorium, and we were both way off because they counted over 1,000 people for the world record.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah, so we both assumed there's going to be one, maybe two Ionos pulled because of how statistics and numbers work. We were also off on that because four were pulled.
Yeah.
We were talking about how like there might not even be zero just because statistics say 1 out of 400 is going to be pulled. There still is always that chance where it's going to be zero, and people
Yeah.
get mad on stream that this is it's rigged, they're buck like no, it's not rigged. It's just statistics isn't a matter of fact or anything like that. It's science just based around numbers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Because statistically speaking, you can open, for example, I've opened 1,000+ cards of Champion's Path and yet to hit either Charizard.
oh same.
So
I I have a
it's
love hate with that set.
it is my absolute least favorite set.
Science.
It's my worst. It's the worst set to open. I hate it. I have like 9 packs left. That once I'm getting rid of these, I
Yeah.
will most likely just buy them. I'm just gonna buy the cards. They're not even
Right.
super expensive. They're
No,
both
they're
like
not. Not
$100
anymore.
each.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're at like $100 each. I might even buy. I might just go ahead and buy the PSA 10. They're like what 250 ish each or something.
Mhm.
Just it's it's absolutely ridiculous to think about like that aspect. And then when
Yeah.
because I don't totally believe like when people say this is how many cards we pulled and this is the pull
Yeah.
rate, right? I take all of those pull rate posts with a
With a
grain of
grain
salt.
of salt.
Oh,
Exactly.
absolutely. There's no reason
Absolutely.
to take those
Yeah.
things seriously in the
Yeah. So
slightest.
Ren's collectibles, like that's why adult money is fun. Sometimes talking about going out and buying packs yourself
The
that you
team
missed
up
as a kid.
ETB? Yeah, but
Yeah.
that's exactly my
The
point.
team of EPT.
Is like, do I open this or do I
Yeah.
sell it?
Just because it
And I
doesn't
sold
look
it.
good.
Yeah, I sold it because it didn't look. It literally
It
looked
didn't
bad.
look pretty.
It was a terrible looking
Yeah.
ETB. I needed cash for a card party, and I'm like, all right, let me sell this.
Yeah.
Now I didn't. Obviously, at first I was like, oh, this sucks.
How you doing?
But
Definitely
then like,
not Derek Reyes. Just saying hi to
definitely
some
not Derek
people.
Race. I
Yeah.
just had to message Derek about I messed up with his packaging and sent it totally somewhere else for some giveaway that he won.
Oh
But
no. Hey, at least you were
but
honest with them.
well,
Yeah.
the person Captain Obama in chat actually reached out to me and said, "Hey, I got Derek's winnings. I'm sending them back to you." So it was pretty
Okay.
good. Yeah.
Hey, I love honest people in the community because I know. Well, I don't know them personally, but I guarantee someone would be like, "Mine now, bitch."
Hey, oh yeah, 100%,
Yeah.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Grumpy Charizard. Yeah, I sold it because it looked ugly. Quite
Yeah.
literally. I have another one. It's
Do you want to tell
pristine.
Grumpy what was in that box?
Yeah, it was, and the person that bought it Pocket Packs told me, hey, Team Up is my favorite Pokemon set.
Yeah.
Team Up is my favorite Pokemon set. I took the selling price was 400. I priced it at 320 after shipping or something like that.
Something
I
like
said,
that.
hey, Pocket, sure, here you go. Pocket said this is his favorite set. I sold it. Perfect. Pocket then has his anniversary stream, opens that ETB and pulls Latias alternate art. So,
yep, made the tag team. Yeah.
Yep. And that's like my loss, but at the same time, if I didn't sell that, Pocket wouldn't have a moment to pull his favorite card from his favorite set or whatever.
To a member of his community
during on stream. That's insanity. That's absolute insanity to me.
Yeah. Then Matt, just a Latias, whatever. It's so harsh. Just rub it in. His reaction was awesome. He has a short about it and everything. He clipped it. How many people messaged you saying like, dude, you're not going to believe what he pulled out of your box? Because I think
nobody messaged me other than Chris.
Chris, that's right. Chris did.
Chris messaged me, and I was my reaction, my initial reaction to Chris was genuinely like, I was like in awe, but I was like angry at the same time. And I could read it to you guys, for example. So, Chris says, "Bro, Pocket pulled the alt Latias Lovebirds in a battle just now of an ETB." And I'm like, I know what set that's from. And he's like, he pulled it from an ETB. So I go, what ETB, Chris? That's that. Like, it's just in all caps. I'm like, what ETB? And then there were some explicit words said. And I said, what ETB? Link the stream now. And he goes, LMAO, and just links the stream. And I go in the stream to find out it was the ETB that I sold.
Yeah.
So
yeah, because I think even Powder, Pocket was like, Powder's gonna be so mad. Yeah, but again, it goes back to statistics. Like, because you probably sold him that thinking the odds are it's not going to be in that box.
Exactly. To me, I would rather have the money to spend on food, friends, things like that.
You like to eat? Gross.
Yeah, exactly. I don't like eating. But I'd rather spend the money at Card Party buying some stuff or whatever, maybe I was like, I don't need this. I just genuinely don't need this box right now. That's what it was. I have one. I don't need a second one. I like the last few years I've had this weird collection aspect. And I guess this goes into probably questions that you're going to ask me in the future, but I'm like changing up my mind on how I'm collecting. That's literally what was a part of it.
Yeah. And excuse me. Grumpy says, I'm a big eater myself. Pocket was so generous, it was a giveaway ETB. Only thing he made clear was if he pulls his chase, he subs it out with a Sylveon VMAX alt art. He's a very, very generous guy. I ordered the fire's getting close. Oh, so Sudon is at work right now, and I guess there's a fire by his work, so he's getting evacuated. Hey, stay safe, man. If you lurk in the stream or you gotta leave, I'm not gonna be mad at that. I'd rather have you be safe than be in chat, to be honest with you. And it's not that I don't want you to leave because I love you, but I want you to be safe. I did not know. Did Pocket keep the tag team? I'm unaware of that. That is new to me. How do you feel about the people on Instagram? Oh, what's going on with my mic? On Instagram, I don't know. Can you still hear me?
I can hear you fine.
Oh, great. I can hear you. So I thought something was going on with my mic. How do you feel on Instagram when people are posting like before the sets actually get released? Because and Crown Zenith was really bad with it, where people were sharing the pull rates. It was going to be like for the gold cards, it was like 1 out of 600. But they're like, we only opened 1,000 packs. It's like, well, then that's not a real statistic.
I
think that's a small number.
I'll say this right now, and this goes I just don't believe those posts. I don't.
I don't either.
You
Absolutely
can
not.
take them. You can. It's sure. It's a little sensible saying like out of 1,000 packs this happened, right? But
Yeah.
once again, I've opened 1,000 packs of something and not gotten the hit. You
Yeah.
know, so it's also like the packs that like those statistics don't work off the sheer fact of you're not the only one opening those packs. You know,
Absolutely.
like it could be 1,000 packs of getting something of like say there's 1,000 packs worth of ETB sitting on a shelf at Walmart, right?
Mhm.
That doesn't mean you're opening all 1,000 of those packs. Somebody else is going
No.
to be opening those too. So, but the statistics are now separated. You know, I mean, you don't know what somebody else got, what you got, what you didn't get, you know, or what
Right.
they didn't get. So none of those things make sense to me. I get it. I get why people do it. It just doesn't make sense to me. And it's sure it might be. I think the most important aspect is like what's commonly being hit rather than what's hard to be to get. You know
exactly.
what I mean?
Yes. I agree.
So,
What? Go
sorry,
ahead. Finish your
go ahead.
thought. No, you
Okay,
finish your thought. Yeah.
So pretty much I'm saying like, for example, recently in Sword and Shield era, we had those Radiants, right? Originally people thought, oh, Radiants are going to be kind of hard to get, similar to Amazing Rares, right? But then if you see somebody open 1,000 packs and pull a bunch of Radiants, you know it's going to be common, right?
Yeah.
I trust that aspect of it more than the, oh, we pulled one Iono out of 1,000 packs when we also watched 4 Iono get pulled out of 1,000 packs.
Right.
So,
exactly.
You know,
it's luck. Statistics. So I used to work security at a casino, and people talk to me about statistics all day long when they're drunk. Statistics, like we just said, it's a science. It's not a fact. If it was a fact, everyone would be doing this. 100%. And yeah, people all day like, oh, that machine's about to hit. Well, go play it. No, it's not ready yet. Then shut up. It's crazy to me how people think of it as fact when it's not. And I think that's what bothers me most about those statistics posts. It's there's sometimes the fine print's there like, hey, this is the amount of packs we opened. This is what we saw. I'm cool with that, but it's the ones that are saying it. This is the fact of the matter. Like, you will pull this of certain cards with these numbers. Smokey Desard in the chat says, I've opened more than 70 ETBs and 20 boxes, tins of Crown Zenith, and I've only got 2 golds. And so that's my point. Like, how many, depending on if you got Pokemon Center exclusives or regular ETBs, that's over 700. Oh, that's about 700 packs right there, because there's 8 to 9 packs in those ETBs. But like we were talking about with the Radiance, he's pulled double digits of the Charizards. So
exactly.
Exactly.
Well, and then there's people that I know that have never pulled that Charizard. And like
B-Pop, thank you. We love you too.
B-Pop's a great guy. B-Pop's always showing up in my chat.
He's always in the chats.
Always.
I'll fight you for B-Pop.
You were enlisted at one point. I will not win that fight. I can tell.
Okay. Oh man, I'm not a healthy man anymore.
But it doesn't leave. Those movements don't leave, bro. They're ingrained, man. For me,
it's sometimes I've seen some people like, oh, it's in the service. I'm like, yeah, but you have a broken hip now, so what are we gonna
do? Okay, so I was opening Pokemon Go the other day for like the first time after months, and I pulled the Ditto, and people like popped. They were like,
people love Ditto.
Yeah, people were like,
I only pulled 2 of those out of all of them I opened.
Dude, I have stacks. I have the stacks of the Ditto. I'm not even kidding. I've pulled so many Ditto. But you're telling me
it's all luck.
That's
luck.
all it is.
And
it's genuinely all it is.
So for one ETB, I have it on video because it was for a video. I pulled 2 of the Alt-Art Mewtwo's in 1 ETB back to back. So it's like, cool. Well, dude, ETBs are normally supposed to have 1 hit, but I got 2 of the exact same card in 1 ETB.
I have 1 gold card to my name, and in a giveaway, I pulled Gold Arceus back to back. 2 giveaway. I had to give it away.
Yeah,
2 in a row, by the way.
Luxury Ball's trying to get B-Pop to make us fight for real. Who do you like better?
Exactly.
Though?
Aaron's actually in the chat. Aaron, 3.
Yeah, Aaron.
We
this
guy, Aaron. longtime supporter of me, has been supporter for so long at this point.
He had the
But
ditto luck.
yeah, the ditto luck for a rip and ship. And people in chat were like, dude, that's crazy. I've never even seen the ditto. And I'm like, that's crazy to me, is because I opened I didn't even open. I left Pokemon Go once I got the Mewtwo. I was like, I don't have a reason.
I'm happy. I'll leave. Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of, I think it's a pretty meh set, in my opinion. So,
yeah. There's some cards that I play with, but that's it.
Yeah, and that's about it. When it goes to I pulled the ditto multiple times from it, and there was people that told me they haven't seen it once. So
yeah, there's still people who still haven't seen it once, and that blows my mind. Yeah, they might not be looking hard enough if you're looking for the little symbol, but still.
Yeah, exactly.
What speaking of Pokemon Go, what is the set that you hate? Because you said you dislike it. It's hard for me to say which set I hate, because just like my top 10 favorite Pokemon, it changes from era to era and what certain things go with. What is the Sword and Shield set that you have a major dislike to?
Champion's Path, 100%.
100%.
It's not because of the Charizards and I can't pull them. I think it's a bad set. Think
there's no playable cards in there either.
I think Darkness Ablaze, Champion's Path, and
Love Darkness,
Vivid Voltage, all three of those sets are totally mixed together. They have no idea of what they were doing, and they screwed the pooch. I don't think Champion's Path needs to exist in the slightest, because Champion's Path features a Shiny Charizard and a Rainbow Road Charizard VMAX, right? But Leon is in Vivid Voltage. Okay.
Yep.
So it makes no sense to me.
None.
Like, why is the main character, the champion that they're trying to make, the guy who uses Charizard as his ace for the first time in ever? Like, Lance had a Charizard, but who really cares about Lance's Charizard? You know, Lance is known for Dragonite, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah, Lance is a cheater, by the way.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like, none of his stuff actually makes sense statistically. Like, Pokemon shouldn't learn some of those moves, things like that.
They shouldn't evolve before their level.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So when it comes to Champion's Path, I think it's a bad set. I think it's a bad set that they could have just like made something else, give us something else, and thrown those shiny Charizard into Shining Fates as a regular V hit, secret rare hit, because the VMAX is shiny in there, and then give us the Rainbow in Darkness Ablaze. Because technically speaking, that Darkness Ablaze Charizard is the most thing ever. Like, it's the most plain set. It's also like it's just, I don't know. I don't get it. There was not enough flashiness to Darkness Ablaze as compared, because they clearly took it out and put it into Champion's Path.
Yeah. And Darkness Ablaze had a lot of playable cards. Busman Co. even talks about them. The Crobat V and the Eternatus.
Crobat was huge.
Yeah. But that is it. I would say that's a hot take, but that's a hot take I agree with. Grumpy says, rewatched Detective Pikachu the other day, and now I don't like Ditto. Reasonable. They did give the Ditto eyes. Give it, like the Luxury Ball says, give it 2 years, and I'm sure it will pop off like Detective Pikachu stuff. Maybe. I don't see it popping off anytime soon. I don't really like too many people that like. Well, I don't know too many people that like Champion's Path outside of chasing the Zard. Exactly. Though that's the only reason why Champion's Path is as expensive as it is still, is because of that damn Charizard.
Yeah.
And it's not even holding up price.
So I think an ETB of Champion's Path is what, like $100 now? 90.
Last I saw was like 90 to 110. Yeah.
Yeah. So if at that price you could get you could get one Charizard raw.
Yeah. I'd rather buy it raw.
100%. You could get that. You could get the raw Charizard for around $110, pretty much.
Yeah. Oh, Luxury Ball was talking about the Detective Pikachu will be the same as Pogo in about 2 years.
I can agree.
I can. Yeah, that I can see. Absolutely.
Yeah, I can,
because they're both special sets. I get it. Yeah. So that is a hot take, and I will agree with it. What is a hot take you have for Pokemon in general? Video games, anime, the TCG side, any content of.
I think Pokemon is a lazy company that has
Ooh,
is
super hot
totally
take.
within their what's it called? They have
If
a
it's not broke,
schedule
don't
and they
fix
don't
it thing. Yeah.
yeah, they have a schedule and they're done. Until Pokemon gets a bad game with a bad review where people don't buy it, it won't change at all. I think
Ooh.
Scarlet and Violet was one of the worst games mechanically as a game ever made.
Mechanically, yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. But storyline is one.
Storyline, I think the main story is good. I
Yeah.
think I thought separating the stories was a bad decision in my opinion.
Hmm.
Like separating the three things was a bad decision, and the reason they can't and the reason it doesn't matter to them is because it's already like one of the best
They're
selling
gonna
Pokemon.
make that
Yeah,
money. Yeah.
they're making so much money. Sword and Shield was a very well. I think it's the second most sold Pokemon game of all time. Sword and Shield is.
Yes. Yeah, I think so.
So and Scarlet and Violet is, I think, half of what Sword and Shield is at this point. So
Hmm.
you can only imagine. Arvin's story was top tier. I'm not saying I'm
Oh,
not. Don't get me wrong. Do not get me wrong about that. I think the story was good. I just
yeah.
think Pokemon has just totally and utterly screwed the pooch in the sense of they've become so complacent with the way they are. And I get it.
Yeah.
And I understand that they have an anime that they have to catch up to. They have merch that all is released in a certain amount of time and things like this. But just I just hope for one big failure. I need a failure on their part just so they can get a kick in the butt and they go, wow, this we really need to do that.
Yeah. I that is a hot take. I can 100% agree with that. But some of your statements are very true. They are doing the copy paste for a lot of their main series games, and I can definitely agree with you. Once something fails, they're going to change something for probably for the better. But they should have. I'm not going to be. I've been such a Pokemon fan since I was a child, and I was very anticipating this game hard. I would not have been mad because every other we've all done it with some kind of game at some point. If they're like, look, we're not going to put it out this winter because we want it to be better for you guys mechanically, I would have been happy with that. But they did force it out, and yeah, the mechanics were god awful. But as far as the story goes, it's probably top 5 for me for the storyline. They did mature it a little bit because when was the last time we got a person dying in any of the main series games?
Oh yeah, it's in my opinion a very it's hardcore. That game is hardcore. Like that original, like the ending sequence is like
Yeah,
it is creepy, it's dark, it's twisted, it's depressing. Like the
it's really
character,
it's sad. It
like
is sad.
Arvin is a depressing character.
Yeah,
That
like
and
his dog
it's
was about to die, and now he finds out his mom or dad is dead.
yeah, is
Yeah,
totally dead. Has never been like, and not only that is dead, but he doesn't know how to feel about it because they've never really been a mom or dad to him, you
right.
know.
Yeah.
So the entire story was, Legends Arceus, Grumpy, in my opinion, was the best Pokemon game I've ever played. It just was. It's not my favorite.
Ooh.
It was just the best Pokemon game in terms of the new generation, what they
Mm.
changed, how they made given you the ability to catch Pokemon, right?
Mm.
I wasn't a huge fan of the battle style thing that they did. That was just a
Yeah.
gimmick that they came out with, like, single strike, all that stuff. But Arceus was the most fun I've ever had playing a Pokemon game. It was the most fun, hands down. The way I could go around the region, find things. They did a great job of throwing back. Like there were throwbacks to.
Do you like it when they throw it back to you?
There were future backs. It wasn't throwbacks. It was future backs.
Future backs. Yeah.
The backs. Yeah. They connected characters. It was so cool to see character be like, oh, this is supposed to be Cynthia. This is supposed to be Cyrus. Things like that. You know what I mean? That was really, really cool to me. It was great.
Aaron, I hope so too. I hope the DLC does redeem the game.
I think so.
I'm excited for the DLC.
Sword and Shield base game is like the most okay thing ever. The Island of Armor DLC is like okay, once again okay, and then the Crown Tundra they went
Stole
all
the
in.
show.
It was so good,
Stole
and
it.
that to me made the Sword and Shield games considered, in my opinion, good games.
Worth it. Yeah.
But I shouldn't have to pay for a good game extra. I shouldn't have to pay extra for a good game. I should be able to just get the Pokemon game that I want. The base game should be good enough for me to go, this was a good game. It's one thing for me to not like it, but there's also another thing of like, I can admit it's a bad game. Like you could say Legends Arceus was a bad game, like, cause you didn't like it, but there's no way you could say it was a bad game because it was built incorrectly. It was built amazingly. That's the difference.
Yeah. I have mixed feelings with that. That's a statement I do agree with, but I don't with that at the same time, because the way I look at the DLC is a much cheaper way and a cheaper version of doing what they've done in the past, which is make the same game just with a little extra stuff like they did with Emerald, Yellow, Crystal. They're all Crystal's the same as Gold and Silver, just a small different storyline. So instead of buying a whole new game where I have to play through the same exact story with small tweaks, I don't mind paying the $20 or $30, whatever it is, for a DLC to get that extra content. It would have been to back in the day, pay for a brand new game, pick my starter, redo the whole story just for that little bit of extra content. But I do understand why you would say that, because the Crown Tundra was an amazing storyline, but I do agree with your statement to an extent. If it makes sense a little bit.
No, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah. It's just to me, like, the base game should be good enough. You know what I mean? I shouldn't have an opinion on the game, on the entire game after Crown Tundra. I should have an opinion on the entire game of the, like, what's it called, from the start. Because the problem with Sword and Shield, in my opinion, was the base Sword and Shield game was the wild area made it seem like the world was going to be in the wild area, but it wasn't at all. It wasn't
in the
at
trailer.
All. It was,
yeah.
The truth was that the wild area was just
an experiment for Scarlet and Violet.
You just get from point A to point B, and then you're back on that very linear story. You know what I mean?
Yeah. To me, the wild area was just an experiment for the 3D camera and free roaming aspect that we got later in Arceus and in Scarlet and Violet.
Yeah, but Crown Tundra, in my opinion, was all wild area, and they killed it. They absolutely did a great job.
But I so was the tower one, wasn't it?
Yeah. The Island of Armor. Yeah.
Island of Armor. There we go. Yeah, I think, but. Again, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think that was all an experiment. Like, hey, let's see what we can do. And they succeeded with what they wanted. So, like, okay, now let's implement it. The people love it. They want more of it. Throw in the DLC. Great, we got it. Now let's throw it in the main series game. I wanted more of the new Pokemon Snap. Shut up, Grumpy. No one wants Snap. Just you. I'm so mean to my mods.
You guys are welcome to come mod for me if you want. If this guy's abusive,
Grumpy likes the spankings though.
Oh, okay. All right, Grumpy's into it. Okay.
Yeah, Grumpy's into all kinds of stuff. Your mic is sounding better according to the chat.
All right. Cool. I think I was probably a little far away.
Yeah.
As well.
Maybe. Digi Smithy TCG says Pokemon should stick to the mainline games and license out the property like for other games like Mario did with Rabbids. I thought Pokemon does that a little bit because didn't they do that with Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl? They
were made by it. Yeah, Pokemon didn't make Game Freak Pokemon Company didn't make it. It was what's that company's name?
I don't remember.
I'm forgetting it.
I don't know. I liked the chibi style of it.
I got my $60 worth. That's how
so did I.
Yeah, that's how I say that. Like, because the thing with Pokemon is there's more than what you pay. That's what it is. That's the whole point of an RPG, right? Like a turn-based RPG, you get more than what you pay for it. For me, those games gave me my $60 worth. That's as much as I could say about them. I'm not gonna say they were as good as Platinum for me.
Oh, yeah, Platinum is one of the top 5, definitely top.
Yeah,
5.
100%. Platinum for me is there, right?
Yeah.
So I'm not going to say it was that, but I will say that it was definitely not more than $60. That's what it was.
It should have been a $40, $50 game at most.
Yeah, 100%.
But it was fun. But I don't. Does Pokemon Company make the prices themselves, or is it a Nintendo says $60 no matter what? Because all brand new games seem to be the same price no matter what, unless it's
I don't know. It could be just that's just what Nintendo's prerogative is, because Pokemon Company doesn't even own all of Pokemon completely. I think it's like Creatures Incorporated is like the development team. Creatures Inc. owns a portion. Pokemon owns a portion, and Nintendo owns a portion. So it's not even like one company is owned by this. So there's different decisions, being made, because once again, if it's being licensed by Nintendo, then they probably have certain rules of like, we need to get this out at a certain point. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. And that's probably why they rushed Scarlet and Violet to be releases like they did, because they probably couldn't. Nintendo wants their money just like Pokemon does. So that's probably why they're like, hey, we're getting out there. Team Pokemon, John Parker, how you all doing? Aaron says, I feel like the gym leader leveling, scaling, and Scarlet and Violet would have redeemed it so much. I would have loved
100%
scaling
100%.
in this game.
I'm currently playing Diablo, right? And it's my first Diablo game ever, but everything is scaled.
Yeah. I love Diablo. I want to download it so I can play with all my friends.
Everything is scaled. So the point is, if I level up to 15, the next mission for me is at 15. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not 30. Like, there are points where you could go into areas and dungeons where, oh, this is way above your level, right? But the main story, the side stories are all around your level. And that was the issue. They said, you can do all of this however you want to.
But it turned out not to be true. Yeah.
You can't. You literally cannot do this. You cannot start the game and go to the 8th gym leader, because you will lose. And it's not like, oh, yeah, well, that just makes sense. But I'm like, yeah, it makes sense in a game where they don't tell you can't do this.
Right.
But the fact is, we were told you can do this.
You can do this. Yeah.
Yeah.
For the Miraidon, like gliding, climbing, double jump, whatever you want to call it, that stuff made sense to me too. Like, hey, it would be, you can get to it, but it's going to take you forever to get to the spot. It'd be easier if you did it this way with this dragon that you get. And then they scaled it out in some format, and then left the wild Pokemon levels the way they are. Because then it'd be a challenge. I'm like, okay, maybe I don't want to go this way. Let me go a different route. But if I find this building, hey, at least I found it.
Yeah, if it's accessible, it's accessible. Yeah.
And there's so many spots that are very accessible without Miraidon's
also
updates.
Grumpy is so right.
I hate
about
that
the glide system in Scarlet and Violet was terrible. First of all, in Legends Arceus, when you want to go across, the first thing you do is you hop on, and Braviary takes you up, and then starts moving forward. In what do you call it? You literally had to. No, you can fly from place to place, but the problem is when you're playing a game like that's open world.
No, you can't.
I don't want to just
get up at something really high and then jump.
Yeah, you have to go to a high point, climb a high point, jump, and then the glide will take you directly down. It didn't even go far. It doesn't even go far. It doesn't go far. It genuinely was bad. The glide was terrible in that game.
Yeah,
and the point is, it's an open world game. Let me explore.
What they should have done is make it a fly feature, like they did with Heart Gold, Soul Silver, with the Latios and Latias Mega Evolutions.
Oh, and Mega Ruby Alpha Sapphire.
Yeah. What'd I say? Oh, Heart Gold, Soul Silver.
Heart Gold, Soul Silver. Yeah.
Sorry, it's my first time playing the game. Can you tell I'm a poser? But they did the Mega Ruby Alpha Sapphire where you can fly around and then randomly pop into Pokemon that you would see flying in that area.
Yeah.
Correct. I don't remember if they did that in RCS either. I haven't played it in so long. But yeah, the
I don't
flying.
think I think you could bump into flying Pokemon in Arceus. I don't know if it would initiate a battle, but I think because
Yeah.
Arceus also had that weird thing of like you could get hit, fall, and die
Oh
as
yeah,
well.
that's right. That's right. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. But I don't know, man. It was weird, dude.
It's like a Warzone parachute.
They said okay, here's a bunch of great things that we did in Arceus, but you're not gonna get that again. And
Nope.
the intro sequence, I think it's like the intro sequence for Scarlet and Violet is literally Koraidon and Miraidon flying around the entire region.
Yeah. One of my friends that I've had this argument with, he was like, well, maybe he doesn't want to fly anymore because the big Koraidon or Miraidon that you fight at the end scared it so bad it's afraid to fly. Well, no, that's stupid.
No,
because why is he flying away from it?
Okay, first of all, that's dumb because this isn't real life. Okay, like it's you know what I mean? Like that's like you can't even canonize that in story. Like
no,
what?
That doesn't make sense because that's how he got away from it. He flew out of the crater. Yeah, it's probably because the completely open world Arceus loads a new area when you leave the city.
No, you're right, but you have to understand that even the glide system isn't even compared to that. You can't even in Arceus when you got up to glide, you could make at least 2/3 of the map. In this, you go straight down. You genuinely are just gliding downwards. You're not gliding forwards. You just glide downwards.
Aaron's theory is pretty good. Maybe they're just a bunch of fat asses.
That's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
Especially at the end where 4 people hop on him at the same time without his consent or his trainer's consent.
Yeah, and in that sequence, he flies.
He flies
fine still. He still perfectly flies. But you know when he doesn't? When it's just us.
It's just
us playing the game.
Digi says Pokemon just needs the Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom team to consult their next gen. Maybe. Yeah. Where do you think we're going for the next generation? Or do you think it's too early to guess that? I want him to go back to a Japanese region myself.
I would like Japanese region, but I would like to see a little more callback to other regions. I think something like that would be cool. Like, I wouldn't mind a Black and White 3. You know what I mean?
No, that would be awesome. Not get a remake like they have been doing, but a third.
Yeah,
that would be that would be awesome.
X and Y definitely like
that needed some love.
That there was more, like there was definitely more that needed from X and Y that we just didn't get. There were certain areas where they clearly were like meant to be accessible, but they didn't. There was like an entire factory area that you could get to an X and Y, and you're just not allowed in.
Nope.
So it was like definitely weird. And then Zygarde, they were like, yeah, we'll give Zygarde a weird side story in Sun and Moon, and you guys could just be happy about it. And I'm just like, okay, so I have a dog, Zygarde.
Yeah, dog.
Now and then he turns into a Megazord. So that's Zygarde's story.
He said it was morphin time and just transformed.
100%.
I think the environment changes during battle were excessive as well. Yes and no. I do like the battle changes from time to time, the different backgrounds. It made it a little more fun to look around. But even then the battle styles and the battle menus were broken in that game because some of it was not prepared. Rhyme City from Detective Pikachu isn't technically recognized as in-game or anime, right? No, it's not. It's not a canon for that portion of this series of the game. Time for the mullet, Gonzo. Ah, damn it. Oh well, it's my fault. I agreed to it. If you guys don't know, I made a deal with Pokedac. If I make to 600 by the end of this month, I would have to grow my hair out in a mullet. Here come the subs. Hey, let's hope so. I only need
Everybody subscribe right now.
Do it now. DPM mullet raid.
DPM mullet.
Does DPM know about the mullet? I hope not.
It sounds like he was told.
Pidgey boys, donut collect spirit. Oh, DPM mullet rate sale. Yeah, I guess he was told. Hey, how you doing, Raiders?
Definitely told.
He was definitely told
I think
about
he was
the mullet.
definitely told about
He
the
was
mullet.
told about the mullet. Logan, Team
Yeah,
Pepper. How y'all, Broly Pools?
He was told
He
about
was
the mullet.
told about the mullet. Okay, so got the last stream of my gorgeous hair. Welcome, Raiders. How y'all doing today? My name is Gonzo. Welcome to the chat. This is a community conversation with Powder TCG, and we're having a conversation about Pokemon and everything in between. And we welcome you guys to be a part of that conversation. It's a community. Let's keep it that way. I'm still DPM Mullet Raid. It is what it is.
Oh my god, dude! DPM was opening Pokemon
Wrestling.
cards. Oh no! Should I open a Pokemon card?
Yeah, go ahead. Open up some cards.
Let's open some stuff because I'm gonna open this. Look, here you go. Okay, here you go. Look, all the people that want to watch some Pokemon cards being opened. I got cards. Some stuff.
Oh, I just bent my tin. Corey McCoy, thank you so much. I have a
Pokemon card for you guys. Look at this. Look at this. Let's open some.
What is right here? Put that over there.
Look at all the Raiders. Look
the
at this
Raiders.
Raiders.
Thank you so much.
For you. We're gonna open some. Oh, Skeledirge.
Skeledirge.
Oh my god. There we go.
Chat. What do you guys?
Oh my god.
Let me sleeve it up because I don't like. If you don't sleeve it up, you get extra Pokemon cards.
I don't sleeve my cards. I don't sleeve my cards. I'm
judging you hard right now. Mm-hmm. Thank you everyone so much for subscribing right now. Like I said, I am Gonzo. This is Powder. Let's what do you guys want me to open? Paldea, Scarlet, Silver Tempest.
Yeah, what do you guys want Gonzo to open? Tell chat.
What?
Tell us. Yeah.
DPM Ray, thank you, D Pocket Monster, so much. No. Thank you, Pat. You really didn't need to do that. But I appreciate it.
Behavior. Yeah, exactly.
It's bad minder behavior. Yeah. Well, I'll open up Brilliant Stars, and if I pull a Charizard out of here, it's going to chat because I already have one.
All right, Brilliant Stars, Charizard. If it goes to chat. Somebody here
goes
gets
to
it.
Chat.
I don't sleeve my cards. Who sleeves cards anymore? Look at, oh my god, just the Streamlabs bot just goes crazy.
I might have to turn off the thing for now. Oh, come on. I can do it. I believe in myself.
Welcome, Raiders.
Welcome. Screw it. I can't figure it out right now. Yeah, let's hope we get a Charizard for you guys. Flygon V.
Beard?
I actually do think I have this, so I'll give it to chat anyways.
Flygon V?
Flygon V. I'll give that to the chat sooner or later.
All right.
Probably later in the night.
Here. Let me open another pack for you Raiders.
All for you Raiders
in chat.
I'll do Silver Tempest. I'm missing some stuff from there.
I'm missing everything from Silver Tempest. Silver Tempest, I did not have good luck.
I was about to say the same thing. Silver Tempest was not kind to me.
I wish I had good luck with Silver Tempest. I just never did. So let's go.
I'm not going to do the card trick.
Tinglu. Okay, Tinglu.
Can I get exclamation point DPM in the chat? Oh, there we go. We got a worker. That's another full art.
Oh, that's a full art trainer.
This tin is broken. It is a broken tin. But that also goes to the chat because I have this one already.
Gonzo, so let me hear it. So what's this mullet raid about? Why are people mullet raiding?
So they're mullet raiding because my very first raid was Pokedeck. And sorry guys, I'm not ignoring the chat. It's just going extremely fast for my first time. For 626. I'm a big Disney fan, so Stitch, what's up? Exclamation point DPM for the D Pocket Monster link. So 2 weeks ago, I had Steven Collects on as my guest, and I got my very first raid from Pokedeck.
Okay.
And we made a deal that if I get to 600 subs by the end of the month, which clearly I did, I would have to grow my hair out in a mullet for the rest of the year. So I'm sure my wife is going to be thrilled about that. Because at the end of the year is my son's birthday, Thanksgiving, obviously. Her birthday is on October. Yeah. And our Christmas and our wedding anniversary is all in December. So I'm going to be having a mullet for all those family photos at the end of the year. I'm not going to be mad though. Thank you again so much, Raiders. I was told so. We are at over 600 subscribers.
600 subscribers. You're at 600 subs.
So,
so this is it.
Yeah, this is it.
Shout out chat.
Yeah, thank you, chat. And my birthday, Gonzo. Don't forget. I already forgot, Grumpy. No one likes you. But happy birthday to you.
That's great. That's great. Yeah. Here, let me open another pack.
I'm just gonna open the rest of this tin really quick.
Keep opening.
It's been good to me.
Folks. Keep opening.
So because we got to 600 subscribers, for all my new lovely people, I will be doing a giveaway for my 600 subs because every 100 subs I'll do a giveaway. Ooh, so if I get to 700, I'll have to do 2 giveaways tonight on stream. And for that giveaway, I'll be giving away the 2 cards that I pulled so far from this tin in this Vivid Voltage ETB because I like you guys. I'll be turning on that raffle later in a bit. Okay. Pocket Troy 1488. Thank you so much for the DPM mullet raid. You're gonna look awesomely terrible, Gonzo. I can't wait. Thank you. You know what would have been worse is I had a decent beard. I didn't shave for like 2 weeks, and I love your mustache so much. I even told my wife about it, and she was like, "You should shave your mustache." Okay, so I originally was gonna have a mustache for this stream in honor of you, but because of my years in the Navy and in law enforcement, I shaved it to regulations, and I was like, oh, it looked so bad. I just had to shave the rest of it off.
See, the thing with me is when it comes to the like, people always ask me like, what's good with a mustache? I didn't always have a giant mustache. If you have been following anything I've done long enough,
it's a beautiful mustache though.
You would know I had a gigantic beard. Like, it was huge beard.
Pommy,
you would know that.
And less
and I shaved it. I shaved my beard as a what do you call it? Like, as a challenge. And
right.
That's on my channel still, so it's up there if anybody wants to watch that. But at the end of the stream, by the end of it, I was shaving, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna keep a mustache. Like, I'm just gonna keep it.
Dan, real quick, Dan says you can thank Jay's Corner TCG for having you on his stream when you mentioned it. Thank you, Jay. Thank you, Dan. Dan, thank you so much for asking me what time I am. I'm going live because for some reason that caught me off guard. I'm like, why? What do you? Oh, I'm going to cry. But I probably would have cried if it was more of a surprise, to be honest. But thank you so much, Dan, Jay, everybody. And stupid grateful. I know words sometimes, and sometimes I don't. I'm gonna throw in one of my favorite cards that I have recently received, a Sleepy Raichu, Japanese.
Ooh, look at you!
Raichu's one of my.
You're so lucky.
Raichu's my favorite Pokemon of all time. So there we go. You can thank Dan for taking all of the bribery money. Oh, the $50 that Team Pocket dropped you, and you never shared to us. I get it. So
I remember that. Hold on, thanks for reminding me. Jay, I'm gonna be hitting you up. I want my what's it called?
You want your share of the money. Don't forget, guys, please go over to Powder TCG2 and subscribe to him. Great content creator, great friend. And he does giveaways on his channel as well.
No, I don't.
Yeah, no. He's also look how attractive he is. No shave November. Summer Evie, how you doing?
Summer says no shave November. I mean, I feel like I regularly don't shave. Like, this is the look, keep the shadow and then the mustache. That's my, what do you call it?
I like the 5 o'clock shadow. So does the wife. Because when I got out of the service, I was like, I'm going to grow a beard. And then when it got to a certain point, I'm like, I'm over it. I can't stand it anymore. I wanted to grow up my hair. It's the same thing. It's not for me. But let's get back. I don't even remember what we're talking about. The video games, maybe? Chat, what do you guys want to ask? Ask us some questions. Go ahead, chat. Ask us anything you want.
Ask away. I'm just here talking about Pokemon cards, Pokemon in general. So if you guys have any questions for us, by all
best
means.
Booster machine, says
Oda.
Not
even for me. Talk to Gonzo. I'm just here.
We're just here. Yeah. I'll talk to anybody. If you guys want to be on this and you guys want to talk to me, we'll talk. Just send me an email. We'll set it up. Gonzo, want to open something vintage on this auspicious raid? I don't have. Oh, I know what you're talking about, Harsh. So I have a fire red and leaf green pack that I'm just sitting on, but I already made a promise to Jay when he gets to 5K. I will sell it to him because I already have the Charizard, so I don't need it anymore.
That's funny. That's funny. It's like, hey Jay, when you hit 5,000,
that was his. That he was like, hey, I'll buy it off you. Yeah, he said it, not me.
Oh, he bought. Oh, he's gonna buy it. Oh, that's so.
Because I was showing it off, and he was like, I'll buy it off you. I'm like, okay. He goes, but when I get to 5K, I'm like,
oh, that's funny. That's funny. Yeah. I'm gonna, yo, Jay, I'm gonna gift you the opportunity to purchase this off me.
Yeah, but that you would think that. But no, yeah, he was like, that was entirely his idea. Well, let's go back up a little bit because I saw some questions up here.
Questions. We saw some questions.
Anybody sell any base packs to pocket packs recently? I feel like that's a shot, but I have not sold them anything. Did you guys pull anything good from the world record? I pulled a Pikachu EX from my pack, and I sent it off to PSA to get graded. And once it comes back, I'm giving that to Pat as a thank you for that weekend because it was amazing. But I feel like PSA's waiting on it because it should have been done already at this point, to be honest. What are your favorite and least favorite Pokemon? Mine is, I'll let you answer that one first from Steven Collects. What is your favorite and least favorite Pokemon?
My favorite Pokemon is Krogunk.
That's a solid. I love Krogunk, especially from the anime.
Yeah, my favorite Pokemon
so
is
much
Krogunk.
Personality.
I'm a big Gen 4 fan, so like I'm a nerd about Gen 4. Big nerd.
Yes.
So Krogunk's my favorite Pokemon. I very much so dislike Dedenne and Togedemaru.
I love Togedemaru. I'll be honest.
I just don't like. I thought they stopped trying on the Pikachu. You know how every
the clones.
There's always a Pika clone, right? Dedenne just didn't hit for me. Togedemaru didn't hit for me. Morpeko, love Morpeko. I think it's such.
Who doesn't love Morpeko?
I think Morpeko is it. Yeah.
For me, Raichu is obviously my favorite Pokemon of all time. My least favorite, I will say, I'm going to say this just because of the rivalry Grumpy and I have, but it's not true. But I know it's also going to piss off a lot of people in the chat. My least favorite Pokemon of all time is Charizard.
Oh, that's interesting. So
also, I really don't have a least favorite. Each Pokemon does have their quirks.
No, I love Plusle though. I love Plusle. I think Plusle is great. Pichu was technically the clone in Gen 2, like that they just added a baby, right? Plusle great. Love Plusle.
Yes.
I absolutely.
But I like the gimmick of that one that they're supposed to be paired together.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But when it came to I don't know, I just could not get onto Dedenne. I just don't know. I don't mind it.
I don't mind it at all. JP08 and Nerdian have the same exact question. What are your thoughts on 151? I've said it before. I'm neutral about it. It's Scarlet and Violet. I think it's still too soon for a special set, even though this would be the fifth set by the time it's released. But I'm a big person of let the new Pokemon in the new generation get the love they deserve and get some recognition. But it's nostalgia. Pokemon wants their money just like everybody else, and they're going to give it. They're going to get it with 151, especially with some of the artwork on it. They're getting their money.
They know what they're
doing. I'm neutral about it though.
They know what they're doing. I'm going to open the set.
Did I buy it? Absolutely. I bought some English
absolutely.
cards.
I'm going to for multiple reasons. I'm going to buy it because I'm going to collect it. I love the original 151. I think they're great Pokemon. I'm trying to think what else. I'm not going to be looking at chat for like a good 5 minutes because people are saying stuff that I don't want to be involved in.
Does my mods need to get involved?
No, not at all. It's actually your mods are doing a great job. That has nothing to do with the mods. It's
okay, because I was so far up in the chat because I was reading the questions. I was like,
yeah, I'm not getting involved in that chat. This is not the right place at the right time. Okay, you scumbags, you know exactly who you are.
The pigtails.
Yeah.
Okay, hold
So
on. No. Don't you dare change the subject, sir. Did
I don't
you
even
make
think.
a deal with pigtails like I did with the mullet?
No. Well, the thing is,
Honestly,
on my stream, if
yeah.
we hit 100 likes, they want me to go into pigtail powder. They make me put on
Mm,
pigtails, and we have to do. Oh, I have to put the
but this
pigtails
is
on.
in your stream,
This is my stream.
so
So
there's so technically no pigtails needed.
no, no pigtails needed. You're right.
No. I will have your back on this one. You are a guest. That doesn't make
Exactly.
you.
Thank
Yeah,
you. Thank you.
yeah.
You guys want to disrespect me in somebody else's stream? The
It's
people from my I should have never shared it with you guys.
should never. Yeah, I
I should have never shared it.
should. I would I love to see you in pigtails? Absolutely, but if we're gonna get technical and with the facts, the deal was on your stream.
Yes.
Dizzy's rigged. Well, again, yes. Thank you, Raiders. Welcome so much. DPM Mullet Raid from Michael. That's Gonzo's about the pigtails. We hit 100 likes, Powder. Okay, now I see we're getting it. Yep. Get the. So, but
Keep hitting that like button for Gonzo though. Please do.
I'm not gonna be mad about it.
Please hit
Let's
that
see.
like button for
Where
Gonzo.
were we on the questions? My phone is overheating right now. So much hotness. Hey, thank you, Dizzy. Thank you so much. Oh, here we go. If you could, okay, here we are at Poketroy's 1488. You guys looking forward to 151 or Obsidian Flames? I'm looking forward to Flames, even though it's another Charizard set. I'm looking forward to Flames because there hopefully will be new Pokemon getting some love that haven't gotten cards yet. What are you looking to, Flames or 151?
I am looking forward to Obsidian Flames.
Yeah.
Somebody asked me earlier about what's it called? If I play the TCG and stuff.
Yeah, that was
And
bust.
so it bust. Speaking to you, I do like. I don't play it as much because I just don't have the time to hit my locals. Unfortunately, if I did, I would love to hit more locals and play more. But I know how to play the game. I get the aspects of it. I really like what's it called? Terastallized. So I'm really like it's cool
Yes, I
for me
love
to see
that gimmick.
Terastallized. Yeah, like I like it. I like Delta Species was a great gimmick. So I'm excited to see Pokemon Terastallize like that. So 151 it's fine, but I'm excited to see how Terastallized Pokemon work in the meta and things like that.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely. Especially with the new with Worlds coming up. I'm excited to see how people from around the world have been playing. Because there's so many Pokemon. Because I try my hand at VGC every once in a while, and the teams that I would come up with would get demolished compared to the teams that are currently playing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Let me open some packs for the
open up some more packs. I'm not going to be mad.
Yeah.
There was a decent. I saw a question up here. By Ken Friesen. If I'm saying your name wrong, please let me know in the chat. And because I know how to read, I'm a perfect reader. That's why I joined the military. He asked, Powder, to make you feel better about the Pocket Zard, did you see Volt's base opening today? 2 Zards, Blastoise, Venusaur, 2 Chanseys, plus several other hollows. He bought it from CTR.
I saw a couple people that I know that got into it, but I didn't see his opening yet. Because the thing is, I'm going to be very honest with the chat right now, right? As somebody who creates content myself, it is not easy to find myself in other people's streams. It's just not easy. You know what I mean? Today, talking about today, Surge has a stream, right? That's going right. Surge had a stream. What's it called? Pat had a stream. You know, I have to get myself ready for this stream. It is so tough to find time to watch all these different streams.
Yes.
So, and then while also working. So it's like I'm working, I'm watching streams, but then I also have to make my own content. So it's tough. It is so tough to actually pull off watching other people's streams. So I haven't seen that stream. So thanks for spoiling the hits for. No, I'm kidding. I'm joking.
Yeah.
So But that's awesome. That is so cool. I saw Chris Pye. Chris Pye got the base set? No way, you're lying.
Nice.
Really? He
I
got
hope
the
so.
base set? I hope
That'd be
so.
dope.
I
That
sure
would be
hope
dope.
so.
I'm in the camp of the people that buy into these breaks. I want them to hit big. Because it's not only is it more exciting for the stream, but that's awesome for them. I want them to do it. Ken, don't be surprised if I mess up your name later in the future, because I'll probably forget how I said it, because I already did.
Chris was like nervous about it. He talked to me. He was like nervous. He's like, dude, I don't know if I should have gone into this. I'm like, that's awesome.
I think he was talking about it on Jay's group podcast that we did the other night.
Yeah, he was excited. It was like an excited nervous. You know what I mean? You know when you're like, you're ready for it, but he was like nervous. It's like that. So very, very cool that Chris got it. I'm gonna have to give him a big congrats. Was I the one who sold that box to CTR before he sold it? No, of course not. Because I only do that with Team Up.
Yeah, apparently. Super thick Quinn. Told you guys, I know how to read. Words are fun. They're so fun.
Superific Quinn.
Yeah, see, words. How does it feel to be successful? It's hard to gauge that question, because to me, yes, this is successful for me, because I thought I was only going to be talking to my family when I first started doing the YouTube thing, and then here I am making friends, talking to friends, and a mullet raid happening. But once you get to a certain level, yes, you hit that one peak of successful, like, this is where I'm at. But then it's like, okay, well, now where do I have to go? You have to make step-by-step success rates. And that's why I do the giveaways at every 100 subs, because I'm happy, and it's to say thank you for you guys, because 119 here right now, and that's, a lot of it is because of Pat, and I need to thank him again, and I'll probably message him that, but you didn't have to come with the raid, but you decided to anyway. So this is a thank you for being here, for showing me support, for showing me the love. And there's always room to progress. So successful, it all depends on what you're doing, that you find success in your way. So that is my thought on it. I hope you will gain success that you want, Quinn, and I hope you strive for it very much. What are your thoughts?
Give me a second. What if I just put one pigtail? All right, it's not my stream.
Are they still talking about the pigtails?
Yes, people are. So it's just one on the side. Everybody can be happy about it, and then we'll move on. Okay, fine. You guys enjoy this. Enjoy this, because
Powder be doing side quests as chicken and pan.
You can have one pigtail.
Yeah, Brandon Tucker, exactly. You always want to progress.
Just one. Because it's not my stream.
Yeah.
So, what? Here it is.
Powder, where are the ponytails? Yeah, exactly. If you're not willing to progress, or if you think you're at your peak, then someone's going to surpass you that you don't want to. And don't get me wrong, I love Jay, I love Powder, I love all these people I met at Card Party. But it's still a friendly rivalry. I want these people to succeed, but so do I. It's a friendly rivalry, and we're all growing together. God, that looks so... You look like a dude at a frat party that had one too many lemon drops, and you want to be one of the girls for the night.
Yes, because I do. I love the girls.
Yeah, you do curls for the girls. I mean, look,
exactly.
You saw that thumbnail.
Exactly.
Yeah. Kawaii.
Kawaii. Thank you.
What is your favorite vintage? Oh, what? Come on.
On this stream, I only partly love the money.
Yeah.
That's just
the money. So does this mean you only partly love the money?
What was the question that I was asked before I went to pigtail? Pigtail.
How do you feel? How do you feel about success?
I don't think I'm successful. I think I'm just a guy doing this online who has somehow found myself in a community of people.
Almost spit the water out of my mouth because of safe.
Waifu. This is it. Yeah, this is what they were talking about.
You got those One Piece proportions.
Yeah, you will find me on TCG Player. All right. For an exorbitant price.
Yeah. Favorite alt art's another hard one, Lux.
Oh, Go Lurk. That's it.
Go Lurk. There's so many that I like. I love the Beedrill one. The Skunk Tank one is very awesome. Like the ones from Silver Tempest, I think hit hard. Hot take, because I don't think I said a hot take. I hate that Lugia alt art. I hate it.
I
I
don't
think
like Lugia. I don't like Lugia. People can cry about it all
I
they want.
like Lugia, but I hate that card because it's so
Mid.
dark. I hate it.
It's
Custom
mid.
powder waifu card inbound. I'm down.
Mid.
I'll
It's mid.
if someone go to Meowthism on Instagram and I will pitch in for a waifu powder TCG custom logo art.
Absolutely not.
Yeah,
Absolutely not.
Alt Arrow is the best. That Aerodactyl art's pretty good.
Aerodactyl is
Side
great.
eye.
Luigi,
Both of you don't exist to me now, says Vision.
Vision.
Hey,
both of you?
yeah, because he
That's
loves
fine.
Lugia. He loves Lugia.
That's fine. But listen, everybody's allowed an opinion.
Yeah.
You know,
I don't know.
it's a terrible opinion, but okay.
It's an opinion. Right. So I'm playing Lugia V-Star for NAIC. Yeah,
I think it's
a good deck.
I think it's a great Pokemon. I love the Pokemon. I just don't think they made a great alternate art card. I don't think.
Agree. Yeah, I hate that alt art.
Then also when they got a second chance at doing it again in
Crown Zenith?
In Crown Zenith for like a different artwork for V-Star Lugia, which is a very it was a highly used card in their rotation. They didn't do it again, which makes no sense to me because Leafeon, Glaceon got them, which were just promos.
I'm surprised Umbreon didn't get one. I'm happy about it.
Umbreon got the trainer gallery, and Umbreon did get that.
Yeah, he did. You're right.
So Umbreon actually got a lot of love if you think about it.
And Empoleon had some great artwork in Sword and Shield. It did.
Superific Quinn, keep up the good work. I was the Ecamm stream. You were the Ecamm stream.
I think she's saying she saw you in the Ecamm stream.
That was one of the best things I've ever done was the Ecamm stream ever.
That is a question that even I forgot to ask. Why are you missing an E in powder?
Oh, you know why? This is super simple answer. There's nothing more to this other than it's just like it's different. That's all it is.
That's what I assumed.
Yeah, it's just different because I feel like the concept I'm like powder, it's like, oh, whatever. Okay, let me just like make it quirky and make it different. You know what I mean? And that's a big aspect of why I keep my mustache too, is like, dude, if you looked at the featured creator list at Card Party, and this is no shade. I'm not no shade to anybody. Right. Beard.
You stand out though.
Beard. That guy's got a beard. This guy's got a beard. That person's got a beard. I'm the only mustache.
Yeah, it does stand out. Yeah,
it's that simple. It's not like I'm not consciously doing it in the sense of like I don't even like it myself, and I'm just trying to do it to promote myself. I enjoy it. I love the mustache, but I also realized, all these people have beards. I'm look like every person. Why look like every person? You know, why not look a little different?
Why not? It's the same. That's probably why I didn't grow out my beard as much as I want. I try to keep a clean shaven face. I hate shaving. I hate it with a passion, but I don't know if I like the beard either. Does the Blaziken alt art remind you of Zero in Mega Man X series? No, for the simple reason is I'm familiar with the series, but not enough to be like that stands out.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't see that. About the Mega Man thing. But I love that card. I think Chilling Reign, and here's a question that I'm sure you guys were going to ask. Like, you guys asked me about my least favorite set, Champion's Path, is my least favorite set of Sword and Shield era. Chilling Reign is my favorite set of Sword and Shield era.
I like Chilling Reign. Chilling Reign had some dope, some fantastic alt arts. And
was good competitively. I think both the Calorexes are good competitive cards, right? Or were at that time. Shadow Rider was good. Ice Rider was solid. Someone could correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought they were good. But what was I going to say? To go on further, I think the alts in it absolutely crazy.
Yes.
Genuine insane. Hit rates are not good. I can
No.
agree that hit rates
Yeah.
are not good.
Tucker, you're not gonna get any arguments from
think-
anybody, Tucker.
I think, for example, you have all three birds, Galarian versions of the birds, all three of those. You have a Blaziken alternate art. You have both Calyrex's regular and VMAXs, right? You have Slowking. You have a Rapidash that nobody talks about, but look at that card.
Rapidash is amazing.
It is a beautiful card. You have
I don't
that
care
card.
if it reminds me of My Little Pony. It's awesome.
I don't know if I'm missing something, but they have a gold shiny Snorlax. It's not just a gold Snorlax. This is before Pokemon got lazy and just started printing the gold as just the same card. It's a shiny Snorlax.
It's a shiny Snorlax.
Oh, Zeraora alternate. That's also in there, right? Come on. It's such a good set. And everybody's like, oh, Chilling Reign has bad pull rates. I'm like, well, I don't know what to tell you. It's still one of the best sets ever.
Yeah. And I think that's why people sleep on battle styles, because there's different. There's not a lot of alt arts, but it introduced us to alt arts. So I like battle styles. There's a lot of great cards in there that are very playable too. Sudan, yes, I have seen The Flash. I love that movie. Everyone should go see it. Slowking Tomokazu. Is that the artist? Deji? Is that what you're asking?
I thought it was Komiya. I thought Slowking was
I don't know. Maybe. JP08. Do you care more about competitive playability or the art of the card? It depends, because I'm slowly getting back into the TCG playing side of it.
Yeah, Tomokazu Komiya. That's it. Uses the first name. I know him by his last name. Yeah.
He's good. As far as the playability goes, for like those alt art cards or anything like that, I much prefer the playability. Because when I collect cards, it's mostly like, do I like that Pokemon for the most part? Or does that card have sentimental value to me? Because I'm not a reseller. I don't flip anything. I'm not an investor. So I can genuinely tell you, I do not know how much this Raichu costs. I don't know how much this Worker or Flygon costs that you guys are going to get. I don't even know how much that Vivid Voltage GTB one of you will get later tonight. And I don't care. To me, it's yours at that point. But yeah, for playability. But don't get me wrong, some of the cards I know for sure are big hits, and I'll probably get them graded just because sooner or later I might sell them, like the Rainbow Pikachu, Rainbow Charizard. But that's because the hype around them is so high. Iono, for example, do I care for the card? A little bit, because I could use it for my Raichu deck. But at the end of the day, for playing side, I'm not going to use that card to play with. I'm going to use the basic holos.
I agree. Yeah. I agree. I am not I like fancying up my deck with cheap stuff. Like, for example, like I don't mind fancying up my deck with like gold energies because they're very cheap in my opinion.
Yeah.
Especially the new ones. They're cheap. I can do gold energies, right? No, absolutely not. No, I have to respect Gonzo, and this is his stream. I can't make this about myself, so only one ponytail. So that's how I feel. Like, I would never, like Umbreon. I used to play an Umbreon VMAX deck with it was Umbreon, Urshifu, Single Strike. Yeah. I never ran Umbreon alternate because guess what? I'm not gonna run a $600 card in my deck. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because somehow it's gonna go missing. And no, I'm not about that life. Yeah,
exactly.
Harsh, go ahead. Hey, mod all you want, lurk all you want. I'm not gonna be mad at that. You do you, Harsh. Guys, please don't feel bad or sorry that you have to leave. I get it. Life happens. Do what you need to do. Please don't ever apologize to me. How about Batman Noivern alt art? I love that card. I will buy that as a single because I can never find it. What do you guys think about? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Finish your thought.
No, I like that card. That's all I was gonna say. It's super simple. It's not expensive either.
I think last time I saw it was like $25 on eBay.
Yeah, it's not a super expensive card.
Safe says, what do you guys think about Dragon Ball in One Piece? Are you referring to the TCG side of those two animes, or just in general? What do I think about them? Because One Piece, one of my favorite animes of all time. I'm all caught up. That latest episode, that animation goes so hard for that fight with Kid, Big Mom, and Law. Love that fight scene. And then Dragon Ball, I'm neutral about it. I'll watch it from time to time, but I'm not gonna go and scream to try to become Super Saiyan in the park later. What are your thoughts on it?
One Piece is my goat. Like, I think One Piece is 10 out of 10. I think it's great storytelling. I think a lot of people that struggle to catch up on it don't understand that it was released 20 years ago. Like, that's how old it is. Like, that's what people don't understand. I saw something about somebody saying, like, oh, when does One Piece's animation get good? I'm at I'm at this part of it. I'm like, you're watching something from 2005. You know what I mean? Like, the difference is, the reason why it's not good to you is because you are used to watching current stuff, and you're not understanding that, like, that back then this was great.
It was hand drawn.
This was great. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's totally different. It's a totally different world. One Piece is my top. I read the manga. I read the leaks. That's how deep into it. I'm like, I'm watching One Piece theory videos, like things like that. I am very deep into One Piece.
Yeah, that's how I am with Bleach. Bleach is my goat.
Bleach is my
goat.
Up there for me. Bleach is up there for me. When it comes to Dragon Ball, I respect it because it's done so much for the concept of the shonen concept.
Absolutely. Right? Yeah, it's always going to be in a conversation.
Like, when people talk about, like, Goku and Superman and stuff, like, Goku to a lot of us is our Superman. You know what I mean? That's what we grew up with. So I don't in any way, but is the storytelling good? No. Is it hype and cool to see the fights? Of course. Like, who doesn't like
absolutely,
that type of
stuff? Yeah. Let's see. What is your favorite slab? You don't have to send me a gift, but we can talk about that in DMs later. Thank you so much. Quinn wants to know, what is your favorite slab, if you have any? Because I know you have a lot, because you even partnered with the slab company.
Yeah, but my favorite slab is actually not from my favorite part, from the company that I'm partnered with, TCG.
No, right. I was just saying, I know you do slab things up. Yeah. So, sorry if I miscommunicated that.
My favorite slab is this card right here, and this is a card in absolute terrible condition. But this is a card that I pulled as a kid, and back then I didn't realize how great it was. I was putting it in my pocket, taking it to school, all this stuff, and now it's probably one of the most sought after Pokemon cards in the world of Pokemon. This is a Gold Star Charizard. At PSA 2.
It's a 2. But but that's the crazy thing, because we were talking about this at a trade show here in San Diego. The PSA 1 Charizards are selling for the same price as PSA 10 Charizards because of the population.
Yeah, population. Yeah. Some people are PSA 1 collectors. There's somebody out there that would pay a premium for that card. Yeah. Only because they want 1, 2, 3, 4.
They want
5,
them in sequential order.
Yeah, they want that every single one. So to me, though, like, I could look it up and see what it's worth. Probably like $600, $700, $800, maybe. Let's say something around there. But it's priceless to me. If somebody said, "Hey, I'll give you $1,000," no, not interested.
That's how I feel about my Dark Raichus that I have.
Yeah, just not interested. I'm not interested in selling that card because of the sheer fact of what it is to me.
And I had to put that disclaimer on my Instagram that it says everything's personal collection. I'm not a seller. Please don't reach out to me to buy stuff.
Yeah,
because like
I don't get that. I usually get the, can I please have Pokemon cards? That's what I get in my DMs.
I get that every once in a while, but for like when I post slabs and stuff, or like some of the vintage, not vintage, but like my sealed collection, people will DM like, "Hey, how much are you selling that small but mighty box?" I'm not. It's mine. I'm just showing it off because I want to show it off. Yeah. Why? Like, yeah. But Retro Pokemon Gaming says Gundam Wing, DBZ, Cowboy Bebop were my top animes back in the 90s and early 2000s. solid choices.
Retro, that Gundam Wing opening is my all-time
Mm.
favorite like anime opening. It just is. The one that I used to see on Toonami as a kid. I have a VHS of it, and I still have a VHS that works, and I'll just pop it in one time every once in a
Yeah.
while.
So
So
I don't, I'm glad you brought up the VHS thing. I don't know how old you are, but I'm assuming you're around my age or maybe a little younger, especially with the VHS comment. Um, how do you feel about the sub versus dub debate in the current anime community?
I say watch what you want to watch. You
Mm-hmm.
know, there's certain things that I can't watch dubbed. I don't like watching. I mean, there's certain things I can't watch subbed only because, like, for me, Dragon Ball is weird subbed. It's really weird
Because you
because
grew up with it dubbed.
I grew up with Sean Scamel. I don't know how
Yeah.
you say his name. That's what I grew up with. I grew up with his voice in my head. I
Mm-hmm.
have the hey, it's Goku, right? Like that voice that
Yeah.
he does, right? That thing that he does. That's what I want to hear in the video games, all that stuff. So I struggled through watching Dragon Ball Super when it was being released in Japan because it just doesn't work for me. It doesn't work for
Right.
me. Frieza's voice is iconic. All this stuff, these iconic voices that are ingrained in me. When it comes to One Piece, I just have such a huge love for One Piece that I can throw that aside.
Yeah.
Plus,
Yeah. Same.
the voices aren't drastically different. They fit the characters. Both the English and the dubs fit
Mm-hmm.
both characters. So I'm not a huge it doesn't it's not bad for me.
I have the same exact thought process because we grew up in if you we didn't have Crunchyroll, we didn't have
Mhm.
the internet when we were growing up. So if we were watching anime, it was on Toonami, and it was that's what it was. Yu Yu Hakusho, Dragon Ball, Sailor Moon, like Gundam, what was it, Zords, whatever the thing,
Zoids was big, yeah.
Zoids, yeah, that was all in English. So if we wanted something in Japanese, we would have to get it bootlegged on a VHS tape, get 4 episodes of it, and then wish the best of luck that it's what we wanted. So like it's the same exact thought. Like if you want it dubbed, have it in dubbed. If you want it in sub, have it subbed. But 100% agree with you. Like some animes, I can't watch it. I can't watch it in Japanese because what I grew up with. But then like there's some anime that like I want to watch it, but I need to do stuff, so I'll put it on English so I can pay attention because I don't
Yeah.
speak Japanese, and then I just fall in love with that. Like Hunter x Hunter was one of those. Like I need to do some stuff. Let me put it in English because everyone keeps telling me I need to watch this, and I love Hunter x Hunter, one of my favorites. Um, and I can't watch it in Japanese because I watched it in English first. Super Quinn again. How many slabs do you have? I have about 55.
I have not counted.
I'm just giving a rough estimate. I think I have somewhere around
I have
55.
not counted. Yeah.
Summer
Hunter x Hunter is
Evie,
great though.
yeah. Summer Evie, you have a good night. Hope you enjoy the content. Hope you come back, and I love you for stopping by. Watching sub DBZ is so weird growing up with the dubbed version. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly. Exactly my
Never
point.
mind. I'm here to say.
I feel the same way about Pokemon. Pokemon's up there for me. I've been waiting to watch Pokemon for
Mm.
like the whole like we know Ash wins it all the stuff. Sorry
Yeah.
for spamming. No, not. I don't think
No,
you're
no, no.
spamming.
I'm not spamming at all. It's just you have a lot of questions, and some of them are really awesome. Hey, Deep Pocket Monster, thank you so much for the raid. You almost made me cry. I'm not gonna lie. Your Pikachu hopefully is en route. We were just talking about that earlier. Hunter x Hunter is one of my favorite animes too. Oh, Pat, I need you on here just so we can talk about anime because I know you're a big anime fan. Next group podcast, maybe we'll have an anime fest.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, I can talk about anime all day.
There's this one guy I watch on YouTube that does a lot of like Hunter x Hunter content, New World Review.
Yeah, I
And
used to watch
I
him all the time.
love his stuff.
Yes.
His new because the thing is the problem with Hunter x Hunter is we know what the issue is. It's Togashi is sick. He can't continue it. He has trouble continuing it, and we're in a situation where we're the story is being held.
Yes.
but it is what a story. Like just
It's
what a
so
story.
good.
Yeah,
And
what a story.
yeah, new anime fan, but yes. Um yeah, like and I tried reading the manga because like you said, he's sick and there's only so much they can do. But the even the manga is brutal. Like the uncensorships. Because I
Oh,
didn't know
it's
this.
dark. It is dark.
Yeah. I didn't know
It is
this
dark.
until I started watching that guy. Was my thought process is awesome right now. They Hunter x Hunter had an anime in the 90s, and the one that I watch is the remake version, and
Yeah,
it is
yeah.
so different. Even that is completely different from each other right now.
A lot of the characters' colors are
Mm,
different. Their hairstyles might be different between the original and the what
hmm
do you call it? It's very interesting that
Yeah,
that world. And but Togashi gave us what's it called? Um, the classic of Yu Yu Hakusho as
I
well.
love you,
So
Hakusho. One of my
so it's
favorites.
like this guy is a
Hisoka
modern.
forever. You should be questioned.
Yeah, Hisoka's a that is a listen. I'm glad that you like him, but
Yeah,
I will
he
question.
depending on your age, he might like you more.
Uh,
Pat, you are my happiness. Yeah, Pat is one of the greatest people on the planet right now. I'm down for an anime talk. Says Digi, I got like over 300 animes on my anime watch list. People saying hello to Pat. He deserves it. Appreciate it, Quinn. Um, should I drop you the link for this and you can just
oh,
derail Powder's
no,
conversation?
go ahead by all means. This is not my this is all you, man. That
Yeah.
has nothing to do with me.
No, I won't. If I'm a firm believer, one on one means one on one. I'll have Pat on here someday. Stephen Collects, got to get ready for a stream. Y'all have a good night. Love the stream. Thank you, Stephen Collects. You guys go follow Stephen Collects. If one of my mods can drop his link, that would be awesome. He's a new YouTuber. He's getting to 100 subs. I want him to get to 100 subs because I know how much of an achievement that is for us small guys. Great guy, great member of the community. DPM helped me put some cards in Bulk Avenue. Yeah, Bulk Avenue was insane. My son went over there to go look at some cards, and he was one of the kids who found a rainbow. I'm like, this doesn't belong in here, but hey, that's awesome. We'll make it happen. Off to dinner. Appreciate y'all. Enjoy your dinner. Hopefully it's tacos because I'm craving tacos right now.
I had the best tacos when I was over there. Like
I'm telling
okay,
you.
I'm gonna be honest.
You think
I'm
they
gonna be
were
honest.
good in Anaheim? You need to come to San Diego.
Dude, so when I was there, I saw like there was a lot of content creators that are like, yeah, let's go out and get food at this place, and they're all like bringing up these like like 5-star, what do you call it,
No,
places like
man, you got to go to the
ramen and
Mexican
stuff.
places where you
So
need a translator to get the good stuff.
Jason SB ain't that great.
You're so lucky you're not coming down for my birthday after all. I'd
So
fight you just on that comment alone.
so then I was like, so my group of friends were like, dude, let's find like a hole in the wall taco
Yeah,
spot.
that's what
Like
you want.
let's find some place that looks like it's like
It's
our
about to be
food
shut
might be
down.
it's our
Yeah.
food might be contaminated, but that's the seasoning. You know what I mean? That's that's the seasoning. And it tasted so good.
So good.
So good. Yeah.
Ooh, Nerdin had tacos for dinner. That's what's up. Taco. I'm gonna go get some tacos. Yes. Pat, thank you so much if you're still in here for sending all the Raiders here. And for my mullet. I'm yeah. I didn't it took me a hot second to realize it was like, why are they saying DPM mullet raid? What is oh god. So yeah, that's awesome. So question for me for like Hisoka, well, to make it better for you, I like Aizen, Light, Madara, and Blackbeard. Oh, so you like the bad guys.
You're a bad guy
Okay.
liker.
You're a bad
You're
guy liker. Yeah. Don't a lot of those Aizen I love Bleach, one of my favorite mangas and animes of all time, but there were some parts where Aizen wasn't as well written as people would like him to be. But he was still a great antagonist, 100%.
I think he was kind of written into a bit of a
a corner.
And Kubo is known to do that, and he did that originally where like he kind of made Aizen like ridiculously overpowered. So then he's like, okay, how do I figure this out? And then he had that same issue with Yuha years later in the same exact scenario of wait, this guy is way too overpowered. Like how do we handle this?
How do we handle this? I'm back to say congrats on 600. You deserve it. No, sir, you deserve it. We all deserve it, and I can't wait to keep growing with all you guys. I love you all. Jay's Corner, what's good, Dizzy? My whole okay. Let's we said we're going to talk about wrestling for a little bit, so let's go there. If I know you're a big New Japan guy. Did you watch Forbidden Door?
Yeah, loved it.
Yeah. What was your match of the night?
Oh, dude, Kenny Ospreay.
Everyone keeps telling me that. Everyone keeps telling me I need to watch AEW, but because of how WWE has been the last couple of years, I'm like, I love wrestling and I'll watch it from time to time. I'll catch it up, but then there's times I'm like, why do I do this to myself?
AEW definitely has a lot of faults. AEW has its faults, but the faults are clearly a thing of it's a company that's still working through its flaws.
Yeah, they're still in their infancy, 100%.
Exactly. That's what it is. It's flaws of infancy, flaws of booking issues, things like that. It's not bad at all. The matches are way better than
you did hear tacos.
Yeah, you did hear tacos. We were talking about it.
All the
matches are always better than WWE's matches, but the grandeur of things that WWE does, you can't get the hype, the feeling that you get around watching the Rumble. You're not gonna get that from AEW. You know what I mean? But the cross promotion stuff. Never in my life did I say, "Wow, I'm gonna get to see Bryan Danielson versus Okada." Right? Like that's insanity. For me to be able to get Ospreay versus Kenny Omega is crazy. You know what I mean? But they're able to do it because they've put their stuff together.
Right. And don't get me wrong, I have to agree with you. The wrestling in-ring athleticism far passes WWE. But the storytelling WWE has is good to an extent. There's some stuff where like they start off strong and then they just drop the ball. But I can't lie, the head of the table stuff, the best work they've done with Reigns ever.
It is. Yeah. It got
stale though. It got so stale.
It got really stale. I think the trigger was Cody. I think that was the right choice to make. They didn't make it. Now Cody was as hot as he was ever going to be. I don't care what people say.
Then they fed him to Lesnar.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't care what people say.
And he's not even in the Money in the Bank match, is he?
No, they're going to do the. Well, maybe it's a long-term booking. They'll get it again next year. I'm like, the hype is not going to be the same.
It's over.
If they missed out on Bryan and Kofi, right, from those big moments,
yes,
I promise you, those big moments wouldn't have felt the same.
The Kofi, in my opinion, insane.
To me, when I'm talking about even even somebody newer, like I thought Sami Zayn was the person they should have gone with. Like,
absolutely, 100%.
Reigns has 2 belts.
He should have lost both of them, in my opinion.
Yeah, make him lose both, and then start the culmination of like, oh, it's your fault. You know, he turns on his own people.
Yeah. Bus said the Reigns theme song is going to be his entrance for NAIC.
Are you going to walk in with Lesnar's theme song? That's a high.
Lesnar's, it is.
When I listen to Lesnar's at the gym, the pump gets going.
It's going. Yes. Raise his hand. I haven't watched wrestling since Monday Night Wars. I'm so behind. Yeah. Ken, I live in San Diego. I don't talk about where other people live because that's not my business. Sorry for that answer. I remember being in a bar watching WWF, yes, that long ago, when it was still with an F, and saw the Undertaker's first match. That was wild. That was Survivor Series with the Gobbledygooker. Yeah, he was supposed to be the Gobbledygooker, But hey, the stars aligned, and the biggest star of WWE was born, The Undertaker.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Crazy.
if he's not on anybody's Mount Rushmore of wrestling, that's a fight. That is a fight on scene. I don't get me wrong. I love The Undertaker growing up, but he wrestled far too long to be like he ruined his own image, in my opinion, for how long.
I think he went a little too long, a little too bit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He went too far, too long and he ruined his own image.
Yeah,
but he belongs on. Go ahead,
Nate, because I know Nate's a big fan of wrestling, and he was there, and I never got a chance to talk to him about wrestling.
Is he a big wrestling fan?
Yeah. Nate, Real Breaking Nate is a big wrestling
fan. Taco asked, "Did you guys see Pat 151 God Pack?" Unfortunately, not, because we were already here. We heard about it though. Yeah.
I've heard that there's so much stuff that happened today that I didn't know of, and I like Chris Pie pulls the
Norway is a beautiful country. I have been there. Hello there, everyone. Sorry I'm late. How art thou on this fine day? TCG verse, I am fantastic. I have to grow out a mullet, and I'm sure the wife isn't going to be happy about that when I go tell her. What are you talking about, brother?
Norway.
When I think wrestling, I think of The Rock. Yeah.
That's fine. I mean, that's fine. We all have our own images of it, and a lot of the younger kids are going to be thinking of John Cena. Like that's that's going to be an image in people's head. Roman Reigns is going to be an image in people's head for what wrestling is.
My son is a big Seth Rollins fan, but he's 7, so I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt.
Exactly. So we all see things differently.
Yeah.
What's your favorite card in the 151? I'm probably most excited for the Venusaur. Like Erica, obviously. And see, the thing is, I hate saying Erica because it's the most expensive card in the set. I always try to have
She's gonna hurt you, Gonzo. She might.
I always hate picking the most expensive card in the set. You know what? I'll just say it's full art trainers for me. I that's it. Every time I get a set, I'm looking to pull full art trainers. That's it.
I love full art trainers, and I loved them even before the hype because I thought they were really cool looking, especially if they're characters that mattered to the anime or to the game, mostly to the game.
Exactly.
Yeah, and then the boom happened. Now I'm like,
yeah, like now it sucks because the boom has hit. The boom has hit my niche within the niche, which was full art trainers. You know what I mean?
It wasn't one of my niches, but I loved getting them.
A year ago, Friends in Alola was a affordable card, which was not released here. It was only released in Japan. It was an affordable card. It was around $600-700, so you could probably get that around a year ago.
Now it's a couple grand.
Now it's like a couple grand for it raw.
Yes,
that Lily was like 2,000 max. The Japanese, I think it's Japanese or Chinese, I don't remember. But
I think it's Japanese.
That exclusive Lily,
the battle one.
Yeah,
you're talking about the one Opossum Bud made a video on.
Yeah,
I think
where she's like,
there's some in Chinese, but I want to say it's Japanese too.
It might be, but it wasn't released here. It wasn't released in English. Affordable. It was literally it was a $2,000 card, if you can call that affordable. Whatever. It's a chase to an extent, so that's why it was $2,000. But forget it. You cannot get that card anymore for anything under probably 10.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. I did see another question up here that I wanted to go to, but I might have forgot about it. I missed it somewhere. Who is we'll go back to wrestling really quick. It was a good question though. I do love it. Who is your Mount Rushmore of wrestling? Mine does change from time to time depending on my mood. But like today,
mine changes too. See, you said Undertaker is on it. I don't believe. I could throw Undertaker on it only because I don't believe he's on it, but I also don't believe Hogan should be on it. Off of
I don't want Hogan on it. He's not on mine.
He's not on mine. I think that guy's a schmuck.
I think he's racist.
Yeah, he's a racist schmuck. I think that's what he is. To be honest with you, so Hogan's not on mine. Like you could throw Rock, Stone Cold go back and forth depending on like what I'm watching. When I go back and watch stuff, it goes back and forth depending on what I'm watching.
To me, if you have The Rock, you need to have Stone Cold, and if you have Stone Cold, you need to have The Rock because they paired. And same thing, or or even the Stone Cold and Vince McMahon, because of the stories they had for the Monday Night Wars. Yeah. For me, it would be Undertaker at the moment. For Undertaker, Shawn Michaels probably, just because of what he did to. Oh man, I just had someone in my. John Cena is definitely going to be on it because of what he did to the mainstream. And I'll probably have to I'm going to throw a woman on there just because I think a lot of people overlook the women's division, especially because of the Diva era. But I think Trish Stratus definitely deserves to be on there.
Yeah.
No,
Trish Stratus could be on there. A lot of the current women are doing absolutely.
Oh, absolutely, work. Yes. I hate that they're slowly reverting back to the. Have to have good problem. Looks.
There was a good year where like Becky was the reason people were watching.
Yeah, you know absolutely. I mean? She was the hype, but she was a woman, so they didn't want to put her so much money on her.
For me, I think it would be depending on where, like Stone Cold. What do you call it? I guess we could put it on there.
Mm-hmm.
Cena has to be, just for like I don't care what people say. What he's done is insane. Like people don't understand. People don't understand how large he was. You just don't realize it. But like that guy, what he's done whether it's been damaging or not, the attention and the length of that, the length of it. As well.
Cena, I've never seen him.
And then maybe I'd put like an indie darling on there for a while. Like AJ was that guy
for
a while.
Yeah.
On like before he got to WWE, AJ Styles was the best wrestler in the world.
Like absolutely. You can't just I'm sure some people can argue with it because everything is arguable, but that is such a I would say a factual statement by far.
Favorite WotC set. When does WotC stop? E-readers? After e-readers?
I think before e-readers. Yeah. Oh, I would. For me, it would probably be Team Rocket. I love those cards. Good. Yeah. AJ agree 100%. I think Team. Let's Google it together. The last.
Because it's not EX sets. I don't think EX sets. I think it's before EX even starts, if I'm not mistaken.
Skyridge. Skyridge was the last one. Skyridge. Okay. Yeah, that's the Great Moolah. Oh nope, not the Great Moolah. Not it's after. Yeah,
like a lot has come out on Great.
A lot have come out. Yeah, but I understand why you say that 5-0 because you grew up with the Moolah. Yeah. Oh, 5-0, man. If 5-0 wins the 600 sub giveaway, he rigged everything. That would be his third win on the channel.
I'm trying to think. I don't even know.
Oh, Ken, absolutely. Cena's charitable work. He holds the world record for a reason of most donations for Make-A-Wish Foundation.
I guess Team Rocket Gym Challenge, maybe.
Powder, are you married? I don't think you're married. Yeah.
No, I'm not married.
You're married to the game?
Yeah. I live at my parents still.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. A lot of people, especially with the economy right now. Because I don't know what the rent is in your area, but the rent here, you would need to rent an apartment here in San Diego off of minimum wage. You need at least 4 people in your household working for minimum wage jobs at a full-time hour.
Oh too. Yeah, it's crazy.
Ew, Barcelona surged. Sheesh. What's going on, baby?
Oh, it's the guy who likes the Force, right?
The Force.
Surge.
Yeah. The Four. I think it's the threes, maybe.
Threes,
5,
maybe.
I know it's not 5 though. Should we 5, 6, 7? No, it's one of those numbers. What is your favorite Pokemon?
Less monies for shiny cardboard. That'd be probably true.
I am married with 2 children. That is a fact. Yeah, 5's in the chat for Surge. I just saw Diz, and that's why I was like, yeah, sure. Yeah.
I'm trying to think.
What are your thoughts about 666 pickup sticks? It's a number. It's a number. I saw a question before all the fives. What is your favorite Pokemon card of all time? I think we already asked that question. No.
I mean,
We asked your favorite
it's still the
slab.
gold star. It's the
Yeah,
gold
yeah.
star.
It's
Still,
both of them.
It is
Yeah.
because that the slab and the card together, it's the same thing to me.
Same
You
thing.
know what
Yeah.
it is?
And it's the same thing for me. It's Dark Raichu. It's
Yeah.
one of my cards that I played with as a kid, and I got it slabbed. So I got it. It's fun.
Yeah, because I remember when this, like, I started opening it up, and people like I forgot I had that card. I just opened the binder up. I like forgot I had that card, and I was like, dude, I remember putting this.
Yeah.
Putting this in my like pocket.
Harsh. I have the power here, Surge.
Surge is that guy. Surge is like
I don't mind.
Yeah, I don't mind.
Yeah.
Surge will spam my chat too, and I'm just like, yeah, it's whatever. And some people do get mad about it. They're like, Surge, stop spamming. I'm like, it's fine. Like that's just
he's not cussing at anybody. He's not saying anything derogatory or sexist.
Surge
you do you five. He's just putting fives. Dude, how old are your kids? They are under the age of 10, and that's what I'm comfortable saying.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah,
I have to do something really unprofessional.
You have to pee in a bottle?
I have to pee. Not in a bottle. I thought about it, but I didn't want to risk it. All right, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna pee. I have to go. I have to go so badly.
Go pee. That's fine. I can entertain
while I'm gone.
Yeah, I can ask. I'm 11. Oh, that's awesome, Quinn. Hopefully you have a good time. If you Quinn, if you enter the giveaway, you need permission from your parents, okay? And we'll work something out. Maybe I'll talk about the rules of the giveaway while he's gone. It's free shipping in the US. If you are international, I may, depending on where you're at, I may ask you to pay for shipping. Hopefully it's not too crazy. I know for sure if you're in Germany, I might have to ask you to pay because I just sent something over there and it was over $100 US. Free shipping in the US, international shipping, I may ask you to pay 18 and older, and that's pretty much it. My mom said it's okay. Well, if you win, we'll talk about that later, Quinn. What are their names? I'm not comfortable. I'm not going to say that online. I'm sorry. I can tell you their nicknames. Man Cub and that little guy over there. Powder farted. He might have farted. Gonzo, Dark Raichu's my favorite too. Dark Raichu's such a good card though. And then everything went to chaos. Free shipping. Yeah. And you know what? Let's do that while he's gone. We'll start this giveaway up in here. We're gonna start it. Exclamation point, take my stuff if you want to enter the giveaway. And then I'll give it away later. Hopefully it works because sometimes it's iffy. Powder's collection looks sick. It does. But I think a lot of it is sealed, not sealed, open. And a green screen, according to him. Is it working? Is it working? Come on. Hey, it's working. There we go. We got TCG verse Nerdin taking some taking some tickets. Oh no, not your pigtail. I hope so. What you missed is I pretty much explained the rules for the giveaway. Okay. Yeah, you can enter if you want. I'm not going to be mad. I won't open the ETB unless the winner specifically asks me to, because I feel like if it goes to a content creator, I want them to open it for themselves. But yeah, I will send it to you guys sealed, and you can ask Hawaiian 50, anybody who's won from me in the past. I'm going to throw in some extra goodies that I don't show on camera. Sealed or not sealed, still looks good. Take my stuff. Hawaiian 50. It is rigged. If you win, it is rigged 100%. So you had pee. How was it? Was it a healthy one? Do you need to drink more water?
Dude. No, it's because the thing is, I work out all day. Like I work out a lot, right?
Mm.
So it's like all day I'm just drinking water. I just drink so much water.
I need to drink more water. All right, new question. What is your favorite Pokemon region?
Gen 4, Sinnoh.
Gen 4, Sinnoh. I love Hoenn. I love Johto. but I didn't receive my winnings from 3 years ago, Gonzo. Well, I wasn't doing this 3 years ago. Oh, shoot. I was doing this 3 years ago. But I was only like 5 subscribers, so tough. You're never going to get it from me. I don't know. I love Hoenn. I love Johto. But Unova has some of my favorite Pokemon of all time, besides Gengar, Beedrill, and Raichu. And even then, they're Raichu's in that series. So I'm going to go with Unova. Sandile, Gibble, they all... No, Gibble doesn't come from that one. Gibble comes from Diamond and Pearl. Sandile, I love that set. Both are pretty understandable. Kanto and Kalos says Retro Pokemon Gamer. Kanto, I can see that, a lot of Kantos. So before we end the giveaway and we pick a winner, is there anything on your channel we should be looking forward to or that you're working on that you are willing to talk about?
Yeah, so I just dropped a new series today. You might have seen it on my if you follow me on it. It was cross posted because it's like short term content, short form content. Excuse me. So I dropped it yesterday. Excuse me, not today.
Okay.
So I would like for everybody to check that out. And there's going to be more of that type of content coming to the channel. I feel like that is something that I've seen within the Pokemon medium, but not within the Pokemon TCG medium. So
I can't wait to check it out then.
I feel like everybody should just go watch my newest short on my YouTube channel if you want to get a feeling of what I'm going to be doing in the future going forward.
Mullet.
Yeah, that's about it though. I feel like there's nothing I don't really have anything super crazy going on aside from that. But yeah.
Well, apparently we have pigtails to look forward to on your channel. I can't wait.
Yeah, if you
we need to get you to 100 likes.
100 likes. If you come to my streams and you get me to 100 likes, I'll put my hair in pigtails. We'll be giveaways and all this good stuff, and everybody can leave me alone. Okay?
But how long are the pigtails going to stay in? Is it just for the rest of that stream? Because if you're only going to stream, but if you're only streaming for another 15 minutes, that's it.
We'll see.
Okay,
we'll
I get it.
You know?
Giveaway for 18 plus US free shipping international. You might have to pay. Good luck all. Thank you, Harsh, for reminding people
that
of
is
the
true,
rules.
Quinn.
Yes,
I did say that, Quinn.
I can drop the link for his YouTube again. All his links are in the description down below for his Twitter, Instagram, TikToks, all that fun stuff. But this link goes to his YouTube channel. So please subscribe to my friend Powder. A very friendly guy. If Powder gets to 20K by the end of the year, he will shave his head. I was there for that. I have seen that a handful of times.
True. That is true. Yep. I will do that. If I hit 20K before the clock hits 2024, I'll shave my head.
Yep. I did get to 600 before the end of this month. What shirt are you wearing? This one? She might be asking you about your jersey. Haven't had Tic Tacs in a while. Now that I think about it,
this is
Barcelona.
FC Barcelona. I don't really support Barcelona.
It's a football club.
I don't. Yeah, it's a football club. I don't really support any specific team from the Spanish league, so I just gotta wear whatever.
Yeah.
Spanish league. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to shave my head to start fresh with the mullet or just let this grow a little bit. Then once it's all starting to grow out, then do it. But either way, I'm going to have to make sure it stays up to date and a nice mullet by the end of the year. She's going to be so mad. But she probably agreed to it because she didn't think it was going to happen. So joke's on her. If you're watching, wife, we win. But yes, I can't wait to watch you grow, to get the 100 subs. Not 100 subs. You're way past that. The 100 likes. But for now, is there anybody you're watching that you think we should watch?
That I'm watching.
Yeah, that you're a small channel that you're watching that
in this like medium or like
in general, any across any platforms.
Oh, I'm trying to think. That guy that made the video, was it that made the cooking video?
Oh, Team Pokemon.
Is it Team Pokemon or Team Pocket? I think it was Team Pocket.
It's Team Pocket. Yeah, he's going to be the guest on next week.
Yeah, that video was
genuinely good. It was
very
so good.
And
so
I
different.
highly recommend. It's not somebody I'm like watching regularly. That was my first time I've seen them.
But that was also his first video.
Yeah, so please do watch that video. I think it was genuinely a good video. Very good
he's going to be the guest next week on the channel. I'm so excited to have him on because he's one of those people that like, oh, you don't want me. I'm a small channel. No, it's a community conversation for a reason. Like I said, if you guys are in the chat and you want to come on and talk to me, I'll talk. Email me. I'll drop the link for my email right meow. Right meow. Yeah, if you guys want to come on and talk, we'll talk. Because it's not a community if I don't allow everybody, give everyone a chance. But let's close up these entries really quick, and we'll let it simmer for a second. Yeah, we'll pick a winner. Let's pick a winner. Dizzy Hippie 98. Congratulations, my Canadian friend. If the shipping is the same as last time I shipped something to you, do not worry about shipping because it wasn't as bad as shipping to Canada for not to Canada, to Germany for over $100 USD. Is Dizzy, you still in here? Where are you, Dizzy? You still here? Let's go, Dizzy. Congratulations. You here?
Congratulations, Dizzy.
Powder, I clipped 20K subs by the end of 2023. Yo, let's go. Dizzy, let me remind you of what you won. A sealed ETB for Vivid Voltage. I hope you pull the Rainbow Pikachu out of there. 1 Japanese Clayburst Sleepy Raichu. Full Art Worker. And a Full Art Flygon. Plus, I'm going to throw in some extra goodies in there. You're at 137 subs, Quinn. That's awesome. I can't wait to watch you grow. Thank you so much, Gonzo, says Dizzy. Thank you, everybody, for stopping by. Again, thank you so much, Powder, for stopping by. It was such awesome talking to you.
Have me on anytime, man.
Oh, I would love to have you on. Don't forget, guys, we are going to start doing once a month, giant group chats like we did for the card party one. Powder, I really hope you can make it to that one this time. I know last time it was some stuff going on. Subscribe to my friend Powder. Subscribe to Deep Pocket Monsters, Jay's Corner TCG, Steven Collects. Let's get him to 100 subs. He's probably live streaming right now. And until next time, guys, my name is Gonzo. And don't forget, collect how you want to collect. Peace.